You think you're in control. You think every decision you made this morning, the clothes you chose, the way you greeted your partner, the route you took to work, was a conscious choice. But it wasn't. For most of us, life is a series of automated responses, a script written long ago by a ghost in the machine. Your reactions in a heated argument? Automated. Your sudden spikes of anxiety in a social setting? Automated. Even your career path and your taste in partners are often dictated by a force you don't even know exists. You aren't driving the car. You're just a passenger in the back seat, watching the road go by and calling it destiny. This hidden force is what Carl Jung called the shadow. To understand it, you have to understand how you were built. When you were a child, you were whole. You were capable of everything: love, anger, curiosity, greed, joy, and aggression. But then society happened. Your parents, your teachers, your peers, they told you which parts of you were acceptable and which were ugly. So to survive, you took those ugly parts, your envy, your power, your forbidden desires, and you buried them deep in your subconscious. You locked the door and turned off the light. But here's the truth. What you suppress doesn't die. It ferments, it grows, and because it's trapped, it finds leaks. It shows up as emotional triggers you can't explain, and self-sabotage you can't seem to stop. The shadow is most dangerous when it's invisible. It influences who you trust and who you fear. Have you ever met someone and felt instant, irrational hatred? You call them too loud, too arrogant, too emotional, but it's almost never about them. It's projection. You're not seeing them. You're seeing yourself. A reflection of what you've suppressed. You hate their arrogance because you've denied your own pride. You hate their emotions because you were taught vulnerability is weakness. Your shadow is screaming, trying to show you the parts of yourself you've abandoned. And as long as you stay blind to this, you'll remain trapped in the same toxic cycles, blaming bad luck for destruction you didn't know you caused. The moment you become aware, everything changes. You interrupt the pattern. Integration isn't about becoming perfect or saintly. It's about becoming whole. When you walk into that darkness with awareness, it loses its power over you. When you own your anger, it becomes a tool, not a weapon. When you own your ambition, you stop feeling guilty for wanting more. Awareness is the kill switch for automation. Most people will live and die as puppets to their subconscious. They'll keep hitting the same walls again and again. But you're here because you want control. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to find your shadow and begin integrating it. It's time to stop running from the dark and start using it. The journey to the self begins the moment you stop looking away. Follow for more shadow psychology.